crafters, welcome back to my channel, Margaret Knob Designs. And I want to share with you today a simple project from, we're using the new collection from Country Craft Creations, Christmas Dreams. And it's a beautiful collection with a light kind of tealy mint with pink and some old-fashioned Santa Claus. So I just wanted to show you what I made. This is similar to the box designs that I've used in the past for cards, and I wanted to make this for slimline cards. And this one is a little bit bigger because of the envelopes that I had to use for it. So this is 9.5 by 4.25. So that's how large the box is, and it's made with one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. And let me pull out. So basically, I did this wrong, but basically I did it wrong as far as I had to fix something on it. But this is what I used. Basically, is one piece of the artisan cardstock, and cut the box so that I could glue it all together, or I put the paper on it and then glued it all together. Let me get the measurements for you. I'm sorry, I thought I had that out here. One moment. All right, so basically what I did with this for the measurements, this was 9.5. So I had an 8 by 8 paper pad, and so what I did is I cut a full piece of the 8 by 8 and cut it in half and left this middle piece open, and then just cut a piece that fit in the middle here, backing it with white cardstock. And that piece in the middle was a little bit bigger than what I needed. It was 1.5 inches or 1 3/8 inches, and 1.5 inches was the white. So that's what I did to use the 8 by 8 pad. If I had 12 by 12, I would have just used the 12 by 12, and I wouldn't have had to do any piecing together. But I think as it stands, it looks really nice. And here, of course, is my buffalo check ribbon that I love. Anywhere I can use buffalo check, I will. So this is 4.25. So when I cut the paper for this, I then cut that by 4 1/8, and the seams were, these were 1 1.25 inches. So I cut that just 1/8 inch shy of that as well. And then I had just the Velcro closures on here. And the reason why I used Velcro on here is because it's not a box that I expect someone to keep for years and years and years. They may keep it for a while, but not too long. And then I added some white flowers that I had from my stash. I also embellished this with some of the white flowers up here, but behind here, you can see that I used a doily. It's from a doily die that I had, and it's just white cardstock is all. And then I made 4 cards out of my 8 by 8 paper, and I made the cards so that I could use the 8 by 8 paper. The cards themselves were 8.25 by 3.5, 8.25 by 3.5. And basically what I ended up doing was using about 2 sheets, 2 sheets of the 8 by 8 paper for the cards, and just, again, using the, excuse me a moment. My apologies, I'm sorry about that. So on the card, basically what I did is it was an 8-inch piece of cardstock. I used a Love from Lizzie peel-off, used that doily die, and then just some of my pearls from my stash and some of those little fabric flowers, and one of the cut-aparts for the sentiment on the card. And then this one is probably one of my favorites because I love all the snowflakes, so I used one of my dies for the snowflakes. This is just a one piece of the paper, and then I put some gems from my stash on there, the picture of the church, and I added a couple little flowers on there. I thought that it would add a little bit of a fluffy touch because this tree is kind of fluffy, so I thought the flowers would look nice. And then this one is a little bit more of a simple card for like a child dashing through the snow. I used one of the cut-aparts and some of the flowers. I used a paper punch that I had and some of my gems from my stash. And then I thought this was pretty because at Christmas time, just letting someone know that you're thinking of them, and I can always stamp Merry Christmas to the inside. But again, I used 2 of the medium doilies on here, and I backed the cut-aparts with the artisan cardstock, and I used my Tim Holtz, I don't know what they call it. It's the deckled edge, that's what I want to say, the deckled edge cutter for those mats. And I thought it was just a nice card to add to the collection for Christmas. So again, what this is it makes a nice little gift, something that you can even give to your friends or family before Christmas, and then they have a couple cards to give at Christmas time. It's simple, it's easy, and this style of box makes a nice impression. So if you have the 12 by 12, you can use any of the papers that you have, but like I said, this is an 8 by 8 paper, and I just adjusted it by putting the panel in the middle. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining me and taking a look at my new project, and there will be more design team projects coming along. I have a simple album that will be coming up next, and some other videos that I've got planned. Pretty exciting. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.